Sir Mustafa sir. Again, participants, I welcome you all in this program. Am I audible, participants? Any one of you can respond?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Sir.
So I think we were joined by Professor Mustafa sir. He's joining us. You have all got schedule of the program and you are also in the group. Please make sure. You are in the group now, all of you? And all
Yes,
of you have received the
Yes,
copy of schedule.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And one thing more, one announcement that after this class in the introductory classes, there are two classes today, two sessions are there. You will be appearing one MCQ. Okay, it is mandatory from government side, so you will have to appear in that. And then when the program will be completed, after 7 days, on the 8th day, there will be one more test. So there are two tests now, one on the inaugural day and the second on valedictory day. And it is compulsory for everyone. So link will be shared very soon after the program, after the second session. A link will be shared in your group. And Mr. Mazhar Zaidi Saab is, I think he has already prepared the link and all that he will share after the session itself. And you please you please complete that test.
Sorry, sir. I
Ma'am,
joined.
आपको
I
ma'am,
joined a little bit late. So today will be the first test.
yes, ma'am. First test will be today after the second session, and then on the day of valedictory day there will be another test. There will be two tests today and on that day also.
Thank you.
Government has made it mandatory that, and it is regarding the NEP awareness and all, so it is easy. Okay, but you will have to appear in that. Compulsorily, you will be appearing in that test. It's mandatory for all of you. So, Mustafa sir, am I audible, sir? Mustafa sir?
Absolutely audible.
Okay.
Absolutely
Sir,
audible.
sir, with your permission, can I start, sir?
Yeah. Okay. Please proceed.
Sir, you can see that participants are the professors, associate professors, and assistant professors, assistant librarians in different universities of India and different colleges of India. And the participants, resource person is from University of Kerala, Central University of Kerala. He is working there as a senior professor in the Department of Education, Professor MNM Mustafa sir. Sir has around 3 decades experience, around 30 years experience in the field of teacher education. Before joining this, the universities, before starting his career in the different universities, sir has completed MSc Zoology from University of Calicut. Sir has completed MSc in Psychology from Madras University. Sir has completed MA in Sociology from University of Calicut. Sir has completed his B.Ed and M.Ed from University of Calicut. Sir has also completed his PhD from University of Calicut. So see his CV that he has completed 1, 2, 3, 4 masters, 1 in education and 3 in different other areas, along with his PhD. Sir is the Dean of School of Education, University of Kerala right now. Sir has worked as Director of IQAC, Central University of Kerala. Sir has worked as Coordinator, NRC, Central University of Kerala. Sir has worked as Director, Center for Life Skills Education, Central University of Kerala again. Sir is the former Controller of Examination, again Central University of Kerala. Sir is the former Director of School of Distance Education, University of Calicut. Sir is the member of Academic Council, Central University of Kerala. Former convener of Maulana Abul Kalam Azad Chair, University of Calicut. Member of Council for Teacher Education, CTE, and many more responsibilities. Apart from these responsibilities, he is also shouldering other responsibilities in his university. And he is a very sought after resource person. Wherever there is a lecture on life skills, he is invited to deliver the lecture because he is the doyen of teacher education, and he is the expert in that area, life skills area. Sir has also published a good number of papers in different different journals of national and international repute. Sir has also presented papers in different national and international seminars. A very busy person, but always ready to contribute for the education. Sir, we are very thankful to you that you have accepted our invitation. And despite your busy schedule, you have given us time. Thank you, sir, for giving us time. We are grateful to you. At this hour, it's 3:36. It is always difficult to take sessions, sir. It's a time of rest. So, sir, thank you very much, sir. And thank you, participants, for so actively listening the resource persons. It is because of your actively listening the resource persons, our programs are always successful. So, participants, thank you very much also. Now, we will be listening without further ado. We will be listening to our resource person, Professor Mustafa, sir. Sir. Hello, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, one and all. Hello.
Sir, you are audible, sir. Your voice is coming, sir.
Yeah. So then please respond, participants. Greetings from Central University of Kerala, Kasargod. And at the very outset, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to the HRDC, Aligarh Muslim University, for inviting me for this program. And that too, when the nation is moving to a transformative approach in education with national policy on education, National Education Policy NEP 2020, and its implementation stage. So when I am, while I am sitting here at the extreme south of, at the extreme north of the southmost state of India, it's Kerala, and our university is located at the extreme north of Kerala, that is Kasargod. Friends, I can see you as very wonderful and beautiful and handsome petals of flowers. That is the image which I am getting through the different Google windows. And as brother Professor Shakir has already pointed out, it's very easy to have the afternoon session for a resource person. And the only task which a resource person has to do in the afternoon session is to accelerate the sleeping tendency of the participants. And I hope that I can very well do. And I request some of the participants, as and when, if anything is there, you please interact, and you can ask questions, and you can supplement, you can contradict, you can disagree, you can question, and you can enrich, or whatever you feel to do during this session. So my topic of today's session is life skills across curriculum in the perspective of NEP 2020. And dear friends, we are all higher education faculty members, and we are all committed to produce individuals who understand the specific needs of contemporary societies and preparing them for a livelihood in the present society, and preparing them for a very good humanitarian approach in their life, and a very good life, and extending a very good living system to all other fellow beings. So our responsibility is clear, defined, and meticulously driven. And that is why, internationally speaking, the slogan of university education is enter to learn, exit to serve. That means, as a student of undergraduate program, you are enrolling to a program, means you are entering to the new horizon of the learning. And while completing 4-year or 5-year or whatever, the first spell of undergraduation, you are bound to serve the society. That is why the slogan is enter to learn and exit to serve. And if you come across with the nature of human development, Homo sapiens, you can very interestingly, you can see in human compared to or in Homo sapiens compared to all other species of the world, universe, the development is manifested through a process named learning through social interaction. Hence, if you compare all the other animals, you can see, say for example, you take the picture which I am depicting here. This is the nest of Baya weaver or Plosius, on which Salim Ali had his PhD degree thesis related to the ethology of this Baya weaver bird. And you can see Baya weaver bird immediately hatching out from the egg, wonderfully built, able to construct its nest. And so you take the case of the blinder worker bees in the honey hives. So in the honey, immediately after the metamorphosis into a bee, that bee are able to beautifully, in a cellular kind of pentagon structure, they are able to manifest their ability in terms of making a beautiful hive. And I'm sharing with you the wonderful story of a fish named salmon, which take migration from Mediterranean Sea to the border rivers. where this in a bulk manner, these salmon fishes migrate from the Mediterranean Sea and lays their eggs in the banks of the rivers of the Mediterranean Sea, and immediately hatching out from the egg, the young ones of the salmon salmon fishes are taking the same path as their adult. This is a wonderful phenomenon exhibited by the salmon fish. And in all this, you take the very common animal, cats. So immediately after few weeks of delivery, the young ones of the kitchen, they are able to manifest as, at least in a rudimentary form, miniature form of their adult. The mother, the young one able to do. And all these cases, you can see that it is the behavior is manifested, or the development is facilitated through instinct behavior. But in the case of human, surprisingly, you can see that all these developments or behaviors are catered and regulated and governed by learning, that is learning through social interaction. And see, it is through this, it is for this social interaction, society has instituted a mechanism named formal education, and making all their wards or children at a particular stage a rigorous and formal training of 12 years in the socially instituted or institution named school or formal education system. So you can see that it is the learning, to facilitate the learning through social interaction, the formal education is rely upon. But at a particular point of time, the formal education system has failed to, the formal education system has failed to perform this activity in a rigorous and very valid manner. There are a number of reasons that can be attributed to this failure. But as society, as a healing mechanism, society has developed a compensatory transformative tool. That transformative tool, it's patched the gap that happened in the case of the formal education system or our schooling. And this transformative tool, competency-based tool, is known as life skills. And hope you have up to this point, my deliberation is clear to you. Anybody?
Yes, sir.
Are you okay with me? Are you comfortable with me up to this stage?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now coming to the life skills. So life skill is nothing but learning about self and wisdom of life. And life skill, it's not a new concept. As such, life skill as a education transformative tool, it is novel and a very recent development, have got a very recent development. But in the case of life skills as a tool, as a system, it is there in at any society. As the society progress, what happens? The necessities and the requirements, the tool for meeting that requirements are also varies. So complementary to this variation, there takes place a change in the conceptualization of life skills also. And for example, in all the classics of any civilization, you can see the underpinnings of life skills in a meaningful and meticulous way. And as science and technology progress, as the psychosocial perspectives of life and society is moving to another vista of interpretations and connotations, the discipline of education and the discipline of social science and the discipline of social work, psychology, and managerial science all integrate in a manner that contribute to a more vivid and visible nature to the life skills. And accordingly, uh, World Health Organization has listed out 10 core life skills under three categories, three umbrellas. And the first category is social skills, the second category is thinking skills, and the third category is emotional skills or coping skills. And this now I have given you the significance of life skills. Why life skills, and what is the nitty-gritties of life skills, and what is the ecological niche of life skills in the system of living. All that I have given. Now, in the next session, we will try to, next half, we will try to see the each life skills in a separate treatment and the relevance of each life skills with illustrations in our day-to-day life. Are you okay with me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, the first or basic life skill, that is self-awareness. And it is, I used to say self-awareness as the mother skill, because self-awareness is the skill of all skills. And if a person is having self-awareness as a skill, the problem of dealing or living the life in a calm happiness way will be assured to a certain extent. So that is why all the skills are evolved or generated from this skill. That is why it is called mother skill. So self-awareness, that now what is the meaning of this the concept as a skill? It is the ability to observe yourself and recognize your feelings. Ability to observe yourself and recognize your feelings. And if a person is having the ability to observe his own self and recognize at a particular juncture what feelings are prominent or predominant in me, and if he is or she is able to develop a vocabulary of writing that particular emotion, and then knowing the relationship between three aspects of behavior, that is thoughts, feelings, and reactions, that person is having a self awareness. And it is, if you analyze, you can see all our behaviors are as the result of the interlinkage between thought, feelings, and its reactions. thought generate, then it will be moved to, or it will be contributed, or it will be represented as a feeling, and our reactions also very important to these feelings exerted by the thoughts and reaction to an individual or a phenomenon. So in any kind of behavior manifestation, you can see the interplay of thoughts, feelings, and reactions. So how much a person is able to identify the extent of reciprocal relationship between the feelings, thoughts, and reactions, it represents the self-awareness of the individual. And how we can analyze the self-awareness? There are a lot of tools, out of which a very important tool to assess the self-awareness is SWOT analysis. Are you familiar with this SWOT analysis? Are you familiar with this SWOT analysis? No response. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, I see. Please respond to me. Are you familiar with the SWOT analysis?
No, sir.
Yeah. So SWOT analysis, it's a management technique that is widely used in management science, then organizational psychology, and please mute your mic. Hello. SWOT analysis is nothing but strength, opportunities, weakness, and threats. So what it is? Strength means the positive within an individual. So what are the positive aspects of an individual as the individual? Weakness is the negative aspects of the individual. Opportunities are the positive aspect of the individual outside the outside the system or outside the individual. So the positive strength is the positive within the system, and weakness is the negative within the system, and opportunities are the positive outside the system, and threats are the negative outside the system. So you can see this is as an individual. As an individual, the individual is a composite of strength, weakness, and opportunities and threats. Say, for example, an individual have a lot of psychological trait. And this, what are the psychological traits within the individual? And what are the social factors that gives an added advantage to the individual? What are the physical factors that gives an added advantage to the individual that determine the strength of the individual as N. And you know, this SWOT analysis, an online session. Okay. After that. Okay. So in the in the managerial system, in the institutional accreditation, this is very commonly used. Say, for example, in the NAC accreditation, SWOT analysis is mandatorily a mandatory mechanism. Every institution has to make a SWOT analysis by analyzing the strength of the institution, the weakness of the institution, then the threats of the institution, and the opportunities of the institution. And likewise, each individual has to make an assessment on their self-awareness. And the answer to this, each component will give you, say, for example, my strength. I have to ask what are my strength as an individual? What are my strength as a faculty member of Central University of Kerala? What are my strength, my psychological, my physical, physiological, social? So all that I must be able to identify my strength, positive within the individual or positive within the system. And weaknesses are the negative within the system. So what are my negative as an individual? And the opportunities are positive outside the individual, external to the system. Say for example, in your institution, one of your parents, student's parent is a minister. So that is external to the system, but there are some positive aspects which you can make use of. So that is called an opportunity as far as the institution concerned. And threats are negative, exist in the outside the system, that always form as a challenge to the system. So for example, so for a child, his home is in a slum area where a lot of antisocial elements are there. Hypothetically, I am speaking, or in an urban area where in the clutches of this narcotic and all kind of abuse and all are there. So this is for a parent concerned, or a parent of this child, this is a challenge or threat as far as the individual is concerned. So likewise, my dear friends, we have to make an analysis of ourselves. Why I am giving this much detail? Because you told that you are not aware and you are not familiar with this mechanism. This is a very important tool that you can use in order to assess the individual's self-awareness. That is strength, positive within the individual, opportunities, positive outside the individual, then weakness, negative inside. Now, see, all of you have paper with you? All of you have paper? Hello? No response?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So please take a piece of paper and a pencil and draw this diagram. I will give you 2 minutes. This picture is visible to you? Is this picture is visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Then please draw a diagram. Draw this diagram. Observe very closely and draw this diagram. Within 3 minutes. Dr. Reena Dubey, had you finished? Oh, madam, it's the Abru.
Yes,
What
sir,
is what
yes.
is your what is your name? Abru man. What is that? Please complete your name.
Abru. It's Abru Aman.
Abru Aman. Okay, okay, okay. So Anju Gajpal.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you finished?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it.
So okay. So Abru ma'am had shown that diagram, that picture and all. Dr. Reena Dubey.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, yeah, 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 yeah. Rangli Brahma. Take Sabina. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Very
Yes, sir.
good.
I have finished.
Yeah, you have finished, Sheikh Sabina. Okay. So I request, please mute your mic. Hello, somebody is, yeah, somebody is, let's see, unmuted their mic. Please mute your mic. Yeah, okay. So now after this exercise, close your eyes. Close your eyes for a couple of minutes and visualize your face, your own face, not others. Yes, imagine about your face. See, see, then open your eyes. Then see, now draw your face. You had drawn, you had see, very wonderfully made a sketching of made a sketch of this diagram, and now it is your turn. You please draw your face.
Sir, I have drawn.
How do you feel? You had drawn
Yes, sir.
earlier diagram and it is your face. How good you could able to draw that diagram and this diagram. This is your own face. You just have a vision, have a view on this. Which is better, the earlier one or this one?
Earlier one.
Earlier one. So this
Sir,
is
both are better
both are better.
because
That's nice.
both are animations. It's picture.
Yeah.
So-
That's okay. No. So one is your face, which you are. See Anju Gajpal. Yeah, Anju Gajpal, ma'am. Yeah, it is your face, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Shivasharan ji, okay. Shivasharan ji, okay. I could able to see your the earlier diagram and your face. Okay. So what I am telling is, we find it very difficult to depict ourselves, and we are very much keen about to depict others rather than depict ourselves. Well, while it comes to depict ourselves, it's fine. Very, very difficult for us. So, the ability through self-awareness we must develop is the ability to depict ourselves, our positive, negative, and all the psychological and physiological, physical, and all kind of traits. They are the cardinal or central or secondary or tertiary traits which governs our personality. So this ability is known as the self-awareness. So now you have self-awareness. You know who are you and how you go about your the thoughts, feeling, and actions, how it goes about. Then the second aspect is self-analysis. So this self-analysis will give you, should give us a correct picture of ourselves. You see this diagram. This is a cat, but this analysis, it lion, and this is not the correct self-analysis. We should able to analyze ourselves and by using the requisite necessary tools and techniques and represent in a realistic manner, so that our imaging is correct and imaging is pakka, so that we will not be in a problem of unrealistic self image. So once we are aware of ourselves, then the next stage is self-analysis, where we feel pride and seeing ourselves in a positive way, positive light, recognizing strength and weaknesses, and sometimes being able to laugh at ourselves. So that is what is called self-analysis. And then the third aspect of self-awareness is self-disclosure. And you have made that self-analysis, but unless and until we are able to disclose ourselves, this analysis is not worth enough. So the ability to disclose ourselves is a very important it's a component of the life skill self-awareness. So here now in that picture you can see the candle. So its flame is little. So its influence is in a small circle, small sphere, territorially speaking. So, but even then, a candle has its own significance and its own niche. So, therefore, a correct perception is a self-analysis, self-awareness, then where you will be able to find out the conceptualization of the concept, then analysis, and now you are disclosing to others, stating that I am this, I'm not this, and so that it will help you to have a very good interpersonal relationship in your circle. So this is in this self-analysis. Don't underestimate your values. Dear friends, here I am representing two birds. This bird is, I'm asking this rhetorical question.
Shuttermugg.
Yeah, ostrich.
Shuttermugg. Ostrich.
Yeah,
Yes.
ostrich is very, it is the largest bird. But paradoxically, we must understand, we know that ostrich cannot fly. So what I am telling through this illustration, when we are conducting a self-analysis, don't be pessimistic over your weakness, because each creature has got its own positive aspects as well as negative aspects. And but this take the case of these hummingbirds. The small size of the hummingbird, but they can beat their wings 75 times a second. And through this ability, they are able to reach at the heights which are boundless in nature. So what I wish to say is that there are limitations for any creature, there are positive for any creature. We are also something in this, and we are all gifted with some strength. So make a very good analysis. And when you are getting you are disclosing, then the second aspect comes, the next aspect comes, celebrate yourself. My dear friends who are attending this program, my sincere request, never compromise to celebrate yourself. Because anybody who had put a signature, valid signature by their living. In fact, life is instrumental and living is a science. And by their living, if anybody has put a signature on this earth, they were all particular about celebrating their self. I will tell you two examples from the Indian scenario. I will tell you. Hello, Vinu.
सर की आवाज नहीं आ रही है बिल्कुल.
Yes. So from the Indian context, I will give you two examples. One is the example of Mahatma Gandhi, the father of nation. Mahatma Gandhi, the father of nation. So you just imagine the situation where on August 14th, 1947, where diplomatic discussions were there at Delhi. Gandhi was there at Nakweli, at Calcutta, West Bengal. And it's in between the communal problem issues settling down. And if you ask Mahatma Gandhi a question that why you are here and you go there at Delhi and have some negotiation to have prime ministership or presidentship or whatever it may be, the question is a big no from Mahatma Gandhi, because Gandhi was celebrating himself. At each stage of his life, you can see this uncompromising nature of the living, where Mahatma was celebrating his self. So that is why Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi turned into Mahatma of the world. And now, another example, a small boy, an adolescent, adult, graduate, undergraduate, first went to the Mumbai, the then Bombay railway station. Station master did not permit him to come to the railway platform because he wore a suit. So station master called him and asked, no, you don't have permission to wear a suit because you belongs to a lower caste, scheduled caste, etc. So from there onwards, it was a pledge from the great legendary figure of Indian political social reformation, Bhimarao Ramji Ambedkar, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, who is the architect of Indian Constitution. So from there, if you analyze the life of B.R. Ambedkar, you can see that Ambedkar's living was a system craving for wearing the suit, uncompromising, and the celebrating the self. So while celebrating yourself, you should develop the next life skill, that is empathy. Empathy is the when you are communicating, when you are dealing with others, when you are disclosing yourself, develop a kind of empathetic approach. That is the significance of the next life skill. Empathy means understanding others' feelings and concerns and taking their perspectives. It is putting your feet on others' shoes and feel like them. This empathy has made or has turned the prince of Kabilavastu, Siddhartha, to the great Gautam, the Buddha. Siddhartha to Gautama, where he was empathizing with the people, basic or basic reason behind the problem, issues, sorrows of the people. That was the concern. So as a teacher, this skill is very, very important. And we are all, my dear friends, we are all pedagogue. Pedagogue means teachers. Pedagogue make a pedagogical analysis. Pedagogical analysis is nothing but an empathetic treatment of the content. Pedagogical analysis is nothing but see the things through the eyes of the learner, hear the things through the ears of the learner, and understand the things through the minds of the learner. So be empathetic. When a student is approaching you for some purpose, for some cause, so give your ears and be empathetic to the problem concerned. Be empathetic to the situation concerned. Be empathetic to the person concerned. So here arises the real growth of a mentor. So if you analyze your all of us life, in our life, we can see that there is a significant intervention of a mentor, one or other, or many mentors in our life. They were all very empathetic to our problems. They were very empathetic to our issues, rather than putting a cross to our a closed cross to our issues. So this life skill is very important when you are presenting a problem, when you are hearing to a student's appeal, when you are listening to your parents, when you are listening to your children. Be empathetic in approach, because there are many perspectives for a particular thing rather than only one perspective. So therefore it is not simply sympathetic. So empathetic means you are putting into an action. You can see, say for example, one of your colleague or a student is affected by some health issues. You can be sympathetic. Oh, simple. Oh, so pathetic it is. In a very young age, he had affected by this issue, that issues. And but if you are empathetic in approach, you will be involved, understanding that, taking in that in their perspective, and there will be some actions from your side will be evolved. That is the significance of empathy as a life skills. Then the next is, when you are moving to a system where you have to interact with the society and all the different segments of the society, another skill is very, very important. The next life skill, that is communication. Communis means in a state of mutuality. So if you are a good teacher, if you grasp the essential easily and make others to grasp the things more easily, then you are a good communicator. So when you are if so as to make your life beautiful and make others' life meaningful and beautiful by extending your competencies and your life, you have to talk about your feelings effectively. So, say for example, you feel the displeasure on some of the issues that is being put by your colleague. You can express your ill feeling over that. But if you are a good communicator, you can place it in a legitimate, meaningful, empathetic manner, so that the message is clear to the receiver, rather than telling about this to a third person to a fourth person to etc to a 10th person. And there happens a problem named communication magnification, where a lot of distorted maneuvers will be added to the original message, and the original message will be erupted from its meaning. And the second aspect of communication is becoming a good listener and a question asker. Hope you are okay with me.
Yeah.
Are you
Yes,
okay
sir.
with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
your emojis comes. Okay. Yeah. Then what I want to tell you, the second aspect is very important: becoming a good listener and a question asker. So I'm putting one very important, pertinent question here. God has customized a human being with 2 ears and 1 mouth. What is the deliberate purpose behind this? Two mouth and 2 ears and 1 mouth. And the message is that we have to develop our listening faculty as well, when we are talking. When we are talking, we have to develop our listening fact. Listen to others. That is very important. In as a teacher, as a counselor, as a mentor, it is very, very important to see. It is very important to listen to others. That is why. Then, and a question asker. Question asker in the sense that, if any problems happens or anything happens in the system, we have to develop a culture of seeking whether my dear friend, whether my statement made you any trouble, or whether my action affected to you. Why are you so gloomy today? So like that, a system of probing to there, where placing ourselves as the axiom, many of the problem can be avoided. Then the third aspect in communication, I'm putting it in a very, very precise manner, because this skill itself need one all-day practical demonstrations workshop like programs. And the third aspect which I want to mention about the communication is distinguish between what someone does or says and your own reactions and judgment about it. Don't swallow. We are in an age of rumors. My dear friends, we are in an age of rumors. We are shouting the slogans which others are put into our mouth, rather than filtering. Others, someone says or someone does about a phenomenon or about an individual or an event. So we have to filter out, and according to that discretion of our, or intellectual discretion or cognitive discretion, that see the reaction to this particular event or particular judgment or particular statement of others should happen only after our filtering or cognitive discretion of our that message. And the fourth aspect which I want to assert here is sending I message instead of blame. So for example, in the faculty council, principal will present a lot of suggestions and a lot of guidelines, rules, regulations, etc. Then see, don't blame, but listen carefully, distinguish between what he says and your reaction, and sending a I message. Sir, your ideas are good, but I have a disagreement on this. I have another opinion. I have this kind of a suggestion related to the one you have put. So this is what is called I message instead of blaming. Are you okay with me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now the communication skill is also over. Then in communication, we should not react in a spontaneous, abrupt, haphazard manner, but we have to develop a strategy named self-talk. Then react to an event or an action from a person or a system. Self-talk means, suppose, see, somebody is criticizing me. Don't in a facade manner react to that. Wait, have an introspection, have a self-talk related to that concept, and then respond. So that will help to overcome a lot of interpersonal conflicts in the institutions and organizations. So now with all these skills, when you are moving, you will be put into certain personal responsibilities. So another skills, the manifestation of these skills, where you can see, you can do in your family as well as in your organization, is related to the personal responsibility. Then here, one thing I must appeal to all of my friends who are attending this program: never chase responsibilities. I repeat, never chase responsibilities, but never say no to responsibilities. I repeat, never chase responsibilities, never say no to responsibilities, because it is only by taking responsibility, your personality, your person as a person, you will be able to grow. Unless and until you are not taking any responsibilities, there is no growth as far as the individual as a person is concerned. So taking responsibility is a catalyst for your wholesome development. Then recognizes the consequences of your decisions and actions. Recognizes the consequences of your decisions and actions. Then, while taking the responsibility, we must analyze the consequences of your decisions and actions, and accept your moods and feelings. Then after that, if you are making a commitment, making a decision on that, discharge that in a committed manner. Never compromise on that commitment. So while taking this responsibility, another skill is required, that critical thinking. And our learners, see, NAP upholds a very interestingly, NAP severely criticizes about the pedagogical imposition that is happening in the education sector. What is meant by this pedagogical imposition is that we are our students are having only receiving heads. Whatever the teacher says, whatever the resource says, whatever the input says, they are receiving it. Rather than, so NEP highlights for putting thinking heads on the shoulders of the learners. Thinking heads. René Descartes, the famous philosopher, I think, therefore I am. So thinking is very, very important. So critical thinking is taking the values, taking all the aspects together, and analyze the things in an objective manner, then and assist in developing responsible behavior. That is what is the critical thinking meaning. So while dealing with the situation, develop a habit of employing, executing critical thinking. Then another very important thing is creative thinking. Sometimes I told you initially about the nest of buyer-weaver bird. But interestingly, if you analyze, if you observe thousands of the nest of buyer-weaver bird, all the nests are one and same in kind. But the same architect, the same engineer who designed your home, who designed your in-laws' home, designed your uncle's home, who designed your friend's home, but no two are equal in appearance, because it is because of the bestowed gift for human being, that is what's called creative thinking. So creative thinking is out of box thinking. Conventional, say no to conventional system. But NAP NEP highlights that in a critical manner. NEP highlights that our system is in a control C, control V culture, copy and paste culture, where the originality, that the innovation and the new thinking, etc., are being blocked by the conventional systems. So here arises the need for the creative thinking. And the next skill is very important: problem solving. The issue of the present system of life is that our students, our adolescent, our youth, and even adults are not able to settle down even minute, simple problems in life. But life is problem facing and problem solving. So this skill is very essential in day-to-day life. I'm using this illustration because one teacher, a biology teacher, demonstrate the metamorphosis of butterflies, and at this stage teacher is telling that the organism inside this cocoon seems to be very tiresome because of lack of space and all. It all very difficult for the inside moth and all inside the cocoon. So, and she moved to draw the picture of this metamorphosis on the blackboard. Then one boy, the boy felt very sad, and feel that oh, I can prick the cocoon, the shell, and put it open so that the moth, the organism can come out. So what will happen? What will happen, friends? What will happen? What might have happened? No response? What might have happened? Rituparna Das, ma'am, what might have happened? डॉक्टर रीना दुबे बताइए।
अगर ऐसा होगा तो
हाँ?
इंडिविजुअल अपना गोल, इंडिविजुअल can win his or her goal.
So here, if see here, what will happen? If that boy opened by pricking this shell, the death of that butterfly happens. There will not be any further progress. But I wish to tell you here, life is struggle. At each stage, individual has to pass through different issues and problems. The way how we are setting a goal, then checking the reality and observe the obstacles and finding a way forward determine the growth of the individual by solving the problem. So problem solving is nothing but define the problem, devise a strategy, carry out the strategy, and evaluate the progress of the strategy. That is D² CE method of problem solving. Define the problem, devise a strategy, carry out the strategy, and evaluate the progress of the progress in due course of time. So these are the steps of problem solving. And in problem solving, there are generally three barriers to problem solving. One is egocentric thinking. And this is very important, very essential to learn about these three aspects, because this impediments prevents most of the problems not to be settled by us. Egocentric thinking means I am the parent, I am the father, I am the principal, I am the boss, I am the CEO, I am the teacher, and you are the student. So that the psychological power structure, it gives you some kind of wrong egoism in as an individual. This egoistic thinking will prevent the problems to be resolved or settled. Then the second aspect is social conditioning. Social conditioning is that I will illustrate with my own example. So I have an image of husband and wife. By how this image is formed? By observing vicariously to my father and my mother. And when I am moving to a married life, my notion of the notion about a husband or wife is that which I got as a replica, which I got as a so so what I am telling is, so my notion about, my conception about the notion about the husband is that the image, the replica which I had conditioned as a result of nurturing, the way how I brought, and I have been observing the surrounding, and that is what conditioned in me. And I'll approach with the same amplitude, with the same wavelength, and to a problem that happens in my post-marital life. So this causes a lot of issues. You got the point? And say, for example, when I am dealing a problem with my children, the conventional parenting style which I had exposed to during my childhood days, it remains as a conditioning, and that prevents, or that forms a big obstacle in a barrier in settling the problem. And the third aspect is group thinking. Group thinking, you will be ready to settle, compromise, resolve, but your colleagues, yeah, seniors, you may be belongs to a seniors group, or you may be belongs to a freshers group. That group thinking will not allow you to settle that. And see, for problem solving, we need to have the another skill named decision making. Decision making is, we are all here, so you are all in your position because of the decision you had taken. Simple decision, complicated, complex decision related to the simple aspects of your day-to-day life, up to big kind of issues like marriage, like career, like all kind of things. So there is I'm presenting the wheel of decision making here, and I will explain that. There are a lot of choices available to you for settling that problem. That choices, we have to analyze the consequence of each choices, the consequence of each choices, then how these consequences values to you, then your feelings, then collect more information about this these consequences, and similar kind of settlement happens, and find out who can help you, then take a decision, then assess the decision, then this wheel continues. So this is what is decision making. And you can have two approaches in decision making. Decision making can be on the basis of your feelings or on the basis of consequences. So the question is whether your feelings rule the decision making or the consequences rules the money. So in life position, there are 5 positions that you can approach in living. And one, are you a competing shark? Shark are highly goal oriented. They will not do not hesitate to be aggressive. Then high need to win. Then relationship take on a low priority. Are you a competing shark or an avoiding turtle? Or an avoiding turtle? What is the peculiarity of turtle? Turtles adopt an avoiding or withdrawing conflict management style. Turtles have a tendency to ignore the conflict, then resolve it. Turtles tend to give up personal goals. So, are you an avoiding turtle? So, how much you will be able to avoid or skip from the events and all? Or the third question is, are you an accommodating teddy bear? What is the peculiarity of teddy bear? I have a teddy bear. I can take this to my office. I can take the same to my car. So when I am moving, the teddy bear will be with me. And when I am placing it on my home, teddy bear will be there on my living room or bedroom. Or my daughter is taking this teddy bear will accompany my daughter. So teddy bears are accommodative. No particular stand on a particular event. Are you an accommodating teddy bear or are you a compromising fox? What is the nature of fox? Fox are 50-50, cunning, clever, jackal. That is why there is a usage in English. Yeah, foxes are moderately concerned with their goal and others' goal. You take 50, I will take 50. So the fifth position is, or are you a collaborating owl? Owls usually collaborative method to resolve problem because they have the ability to see the things in an insight manner with the compound eye available and the 360-degree rotation ability for the owls. So are you an competing shark or an avoiding turtle or an accommodating teddy bear or a compromising fox or a collaborative owl? My dear friends, if you apply all the life skills and all, but in certain situations you may have to move backward. But remember, moving backward is always not a sign of defeat in a game. So this game, that is the tug of war, it reflects that sometimes the winning team will be moving backward. So in problem solving, in certain situations, you have to move 10 feet backward rather than 20 feet forward. So that lesson is also important. And by applying all these skills, even then you may feel some stress and on. So this is not cigarette, no. Don't feel it as cigarette. I'm promoting cigarette and all. So you cannot live in a system where there is no stress. Only thing is you can manage the stress. For managing the stress, develop positive coping strategies like learning the values of exercise, guided imagery, then relaxation method, etc. So when you are having a lot of things, go and wash your hand and go take a bath. So all that will reduce your stress. And you can have prayer, you can have nature walk, you can have listening to the music, you can have a call with one of your very close friends who you believe that they can guide you, or they can console you and concern about you and develop a consolation for you. So all that can be applied. So the way how you are handling the stress is very important. And remember, I wish to remind you that there is no zero stress situation in the life. And likewise, coping with the emotion also. So what is required so now I had given a synoptic profile of the different life skills one by one, starting from the self-awareness, empathy, communication, interpersonal relationship, critical thinking, creative thinking, problem solving, decision making, coping with emotion, and coping with the stress, and categorized under three headings: these thinking skills, then emotional skills, and social skills. Now, how in the as faculty members of partners of higher education and education, we have to make sure that life skills are embedded in a meaningful manner in our curricular transaction. The first and foremost thing is that teacher should become a life skill teacher rather than a cheater. Because it is as the teacher, so the student. As the teacher, so the student. A student is seeing whatever may be the technological expansion and all. We are living in a artificial intelligence, extended reality and augmented reality and multiple reality, etc., or mixed realities, etc. Teacher is the supreme for the student. So as the teacher, so the student. So teacher, by way of, that is why how you teach is not important. What you teach is not important. How you teach is important, and how you live is very, very most important. So therefore, in dealing with the students, in dealing with the colleagues in the institution, try to become a life skill demonstrating teacher. Then develop a learning environment where there will be communication, where there will be sharing, where there will be collaboration, etc. So such kind of learning. And you may ask that, sir, our classrooms are not congenial for this and all. My request to all the faculty members who are attending this program: try to have an experimental pedagogue. Be an experimental pedagogue. So take them away from the classroom or make some arrangement in the classroom so that they will be able to collaborate, share, care, then exchange their ideas. Critical thinking will be there. Creative disposition will be there. All sorts of them. Then coming to the learning materials and all, use instead of all the sophisticated available materials, we should develop a culture of wealth from waste, where a lot of materials can be instructional, resource material can be developed, making use of the day-to-day available materials in our locality. And this is the most important part in integration of life skills. Okay, the curriculum will be okay, the transaction will be okay, then teacher will be okay, but when it comes to the evaluation part, it's the teaching tail wags on the examination. Likewise, when it comes to the examination part, there will not be any living culture. The examination, the questions, the assignments, the test, the project goes in one direction, and the life skills goes in another. The living culture goes in another direction. There is a gulf between the learning culture and the living culture that a child pursue and perceive. So therefore, evaluation should be life-centered, life skill-oriented, so that the individual learner will develop a positive attitude to the life. Friends, to conclude my submission to all of you, the approach of life skills as underpinned in the National Policy on Education NEP 2020 is that you can have resource material a lot. There are n number of learning resources available, and you can utilize that. But success of the position of a life skill, I can compare the train travel through a valley. It is not the handsome appearance of the loco pilot that determine the success journey of a train. It is not the fantastic color of the bogies determine but it is largely determined on the way how the rails are being inbuilt and fit into. So therefore, the position and the role of life skills in the curriculum is similar to the rail. And I hope if you had got anything for your life and anything to extend to others' life through this 1.5 hour disposition, I am the happiest person. And further, if you wish to have any kind of communication to me, feel free to contact through this mail ID so that I will respond to you. Thank you very much for your very collaborative, passionate, interactive listening to me, and hope that I had disturbed your sleeping in the afternoon. Okay, thank you so much. And once again, I extend my sincere gratitude to the Aligarh Muslim University HRDC and my good friend, my brother, Sajid Jamalji, and all my friends at Aligarh Muslim University. I wish all the best for all of you, and let your endeavors of academics as well as your life become cherished. My prayers will be there always for you. Thank you so much. Shakir Saab. Abru ma'am. So what is what is the next item? Can I leave? Or what is reflection? Any questions or anything? What is the modality usually?
No.
No questions. So
Sir,
thank you.
I have already sent a question in the message
Chat
box.
box.
But
Okay.
before that, I would like to say about the timing, because we are in the university itself. We have to leave by 5:30. So would it be possible for you to send the link for test either after 5:30, because the link would be open for only 30 minutes. So we won't be able to do it on the way or something like that. That is the reason we were asking you about the time for the test.
Continuously following this. I see following this, no?
No, sir. This is my question is in the chat box.
How can we gain insight into ourselves and identify the areas for growth and improvement? Make Abru ma'am, you
Yes,
make your own time. Find out sometimes for you as a person, and you analyze your life. Living life is a parental lottery, but living is a science. So therefore, you should analyze: who am I, where am I, what I had dreamed in my life, where I am standing now, and you list out your positives, list out your negatives, then try to strengthen your positive, try to eliminate your. And for every action, For every action, don't react in a haphazard manner. So take a breath and then react. This is my simple suggestions to you. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Sir, actually, I would like to ask the admin. Actually, I don't know who is the host
I
right
don't know,
now.
no problem, no problem. I know that it's the Aligarh Muslim University, Dr. Shakir, somebody was there. Okay, no problem. Or else, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah. So, may I leave, Shakirji?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for delivering
Yeah,
this.
because I have to leave to see Kerala University.
Yes,
Just
yes.
now, I
Thank you,
have
sir.
to.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay.
And
Okay.
ma'am, if you have any question, if you have any query regarding the test, ma'am, or
Yes, sir. I actually we are in the university and we have to leave by 5:30.
okay, ma'am, I think definitely that link will be shared on WhatsApp, ma'am. So I think it's 5:03 right now. Mazhar Bhai will be sharing very soon, ma'am. I'm just sending him message, okay, ma'am?
But sir, is it possible that you will share the link at 5:15 or 5:30?
Right. They are sharing. You can take your time because it will be answered in within 30 minutes, ma'am.
But sir, how it is possible? Okay, sir, share it
It is
right
possible.
now.
Don't worry. Just see. It will be possible. When you will see the questions, you will think that yes, it is possible.
Okay, sir. Thank
10
you.
minutes, you all will submit. Okay, Mazhar Bhai. Hello, participants. I had a talk with the Mazhar Bhai, and he's saying that he's just sharing the link. Okay. So, ma'am, if you have to go to any place, don't worry. I think net will be available there.
Yes, I would be on the way, but because the link is open for 30 minutes only, right?
Ma'am, it will be opened. Yeah, no problem. I think if there will be any issue with regard to your timing and all, then it will be taken into consideration. Though no issue, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
So, okay. So, Mr. Mazhar is saying, Mazhar Bhai is saying that he is very soon sharing the link, and he has come. See, he
Okay.
has come.
Should we be in this link or we will
in this
leave this?
in this group itself, I think in this video, I think so, and it will be shared in the group also, in WhatsApp group, no problem.
I'm just going to share it in the WhatsApp group directly.
Okay, so the link is coming. Okay, please answer all the questions.
Just see
Actually report is submitted to UGC. That is why with regard to answer at what time it was shared, all these things are mandatory from government side.
Yes, sir. Yes.
You can
Thank
check
you,
it
sir.
out.
I
It's
got it.
here.
So every participant is requested to answer the MCQs, please. Only 18 participants are there. When and other participant, maybe they are looking for the link on the group, so you can find link there also, no issue. And tomorrow is a holiday, participant. Tomorrow is a holiday of Ram Navami, and a day after tomorrow we will meet once again with two wonderful resource persons, Professor Chandpal Singh Chauhan and Professor S.K. Singh Chauhan. S.K. Singh, sir. CPS Chauhan and Professor S.K. Singh. One is the doyen of education and another one is the doyen of physics. And both are MU's product and MU's teachers.